Today, I'm gonna bring you guys along and show you guys exactly what it looks like when you have control of your business. Also, I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly how we generate all of our leads. All right, guys, so let's talk about leads. Where do we get our leads from? So I'm gonna name them out and then we'll go deep into, how we use those platforms, how we do it and all of that. So the very first thing is gonna be Facebook, Instagram, Google. We have even tried some YouTube ads, referrals, from people we haven't even done work for, right? We have people that we go do the consultation, they don't move forward with us, but they still refer us. We try to do as many sponsorships as we can. I'm talking, locally, as much as like at the gym that I go to, there's a huge sign with landscaping experts there. We're sponsoring even a wrestling event that's local at the new casino here at Joliet. We sponsor basketball teams in schools that are local. Here in Shorewood, we sponsor a race for the kids. We also do snacks for the race. So we try to have our name out there as much as possible. And then the other big one is going to be a client retention, like customer returning projects. Like we have a lot of those and I've been in business for 20 years now. We've lost very, very little clients over the years. So that's another big one, returning customers. You know what, another one is collabing with other different companies as well, other contractors where, they have work that they can't really take on because of the size of their company. All the ways I can remember and think of now, which one works for us the best? And, obviously if you're just starting out or if you haven't really spent that much money into marketing or if you're doing under $500,000, what should you try? Because remember, we do help contractors scale in MDC. That's another thing I do. So typically what I recommend for a contractor when they onboard with us into MDC is Facebook ads, Instagram ads. Super basic. And now you're probably wondering, how do I do that? It's actually not that hard. What I ended up doing was we created I don't want to call it a course. We created a few videos showing you exactly how to do it on your own. That way, because I know when you're starting, it's tough to pay, a marketing company, right? Sometimes they charge you $2,000, $1,500, $3,000, I don't know. So what we did is we simplified it for you guys and put it into a video. You guys watch the video, you could be running your own ads the same day. Now, how do you get a hold of that? You do have to be part of MDC. Like I said, that's the way to get that. But how do you know if you're a right fit for MDC is I'm gonna have my team put the link in the description where you can book a free discovery call with myself. I want to make sure we can help you out. I want to make sure that you're going to be the right fit. And like I said, it's a free call. My team's going to put it in the description. But yeah, guys, when it comes to leads, it's not that hard. Especially if you're just starting out, it is not that hard to get in front of people. I'll end this clip with this. Trying to acquire more leads, make sure that you're taking care of the ones you have. And I'm going to repeat that. Before going out there and saying you need more leads, you need to make sure that you're taking care of the ones you have. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is make sure that you have a clean sales process that you put everybody through. Doesn't matter what type of project it is, doesn't matter who they are, you need to have a clean sales process and you need to make sure that you're properly servicing the potential customers you're getting in front of already. You're not sure of that, if you know you're not, then let's not look for new leads. We need to make sure we're taking care of the ones we have and then we can go out and look for new ones. Because a lot of times, I do have guys that are running Facebook ads, they're getting leads, but their onboarding process sucks. Even just working on that, it makes a big difference. Then we can get more leads. But yeah, guys, right now, just, obviously we hit the gym, got done with the haircut. Right now we're gonna head home, eat breakfast, and then from there, full day. This is the schedule, you guys can see. So we have, right after breakfast, we have our non-negotiables. And we'll talk about what I'm gonna do with that. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be doing. We got non-negotiables, then after that we have to prep for a master's call. We have a dermatology appointment, but like I said, I'm gonna head home. I'm going to eat breakfast, change, shower, do all the thing, and we'll see you guys here in the next clip. Now we're gonna prep for our next meeting, which is a master's call with my guy out in Cali. He's got a roofing company, and masters, yes, it's part of MDC, which is my community. It's like a second tier, right? That's for my guys that go from $0 to $1 million and they get past that. That's where they need more help, more one-on-one. With those guys, I have a Zoom call with them every other week, and that Zoom call is first 15 minutes. We talk about all the obstacles that we're currently facing right now. In the last 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever it takes, we talk about how we're gonna handle those things, whether it's resources that I have. So a lot of times it's things that are very simple to me, at least, because I've been through those things. So yeah, every other week we have a call. We figure things out, they go on their way, they take action, and every 2 weeks we keep in touch, but the goal is for them to continue to level up and get past that, $1 million mark. The goal is to get them to 2-3 million, and then so on and so forth. Outside of that, I'm actually gonna show you guys how we estimate our designs after that call, because after that call, I do have a design that I have to do an estimate for. So let's go ahead and prep for that call, because if we don't prep, we're not gonna be ready for, to answer all those questions. So let me go ahead and prep for that call.
Honestly, I wouldn't really get anybody someday.
How long did you run it for? And how much did you spend?
Well, I want to say like a week, and I did it for about a month. I probably spent like a month overall.
Because we have a roofer out here, he's local, and he was doing the same thing, Google, and we got him to do Facebook ads, and with the same amount of money he's spending, we doubled his leads. When it comes to roofing, it's probably one of the most expensive industries to get leads. And that's one thing that to keep in mind, but I'm sure you know that by now. I'm gonna point you in the direction of the guy that we referred to run, the same guy that's running their ads. I think he's charging them I think it's like $1,500 a month, and he'll run all your ads. Like if we already tried, it really comes down to hey, we're gonna spend another $1,000 and we're not gonna get anything, then it's gonna be no point.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect you with my guy, and you guys work directly, or if you say, hey, I just want to do Facebook ads, you guys work out whatever. But I think he's charging my guy here that's local with his roofing company, I think $1,500, and he runs all of it. But then again, you guys talk it out. I think that's gonna be the way to go to make sure that you're optimizing, because Facebook, even for us, dude, as long as it's done right, you're gonna get a lot more for your money.
Quick coffee break. It's pretty cool to have these calls with my guys from MDC, because it just reminds me of how I don't want to say easy, but how easy it is to continue progressing in business, right? And obviously, as you get higher it's harder because you have to make bigger decisions and all. But at the level that most of our guys are at, like I said, we work with guys that are all the way from 0 all the way to 2 to 3 million. At that level, it's like, even especially under $1 million, like all it is you're away from stepping up and taking action. It's a service-based business. They're all equally, I'm going to say, just about the same. It's like generating leads, closing deals, having a few systems and processes to make sure it all goes well, having a happy customer, rinse and repeat. And I feel like a lot of these businesses get stuck on the part of leads, like on step one. Pretty refreshing to have these calls with these guys, from masters. These guys, like this guy right here, man, Rogelio, shout out to him. It's like these guys are, I guess we can say, a little more advanced, or they're just willing to take more risk. You tell these guys, hey man, go do this. Boom, they go do it. Hey, go do that. Hey, it didn't work out. What are we doing next? Because that's all it is, right? If there was one formula that just took you all the way to the top, trust me, there would be somebody selling it already. And there is some guys selling it, which is bullshit. It all comes down to the same thing, right? Trying different things. And yes, some of the things that you have to try and do are basics. Like I said, that's why it surprises me that most guys get stuck at that part, because all it is just lack of action. I don't want to be in the same spot I was yesterday, especially with all the information that we have available now. If you want to stay in the same spot, it's because you want to, honestly. But yeah, so now I'm going to show you guys how we do our estimates. Coffee break. Funny story, I drink decaf now. That's a long story of why, but yeah, I'm down to like one real coffee a day. This is decaf, but I have an office upstairs. Then we have an office downstairs in the basement. That's where we have our design set up. For that, we have to use a gaming computer. I'm gonna go estimate that design. We have about 40 minutes. Yeah, about 40 minutes to estimate that design. And then from there, we're gonna go pick up my son, Julian. Guys, so check this out, because I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask. We use UVision. Kind of show you guys the setup. We have a gaming computer. Design. Dude, this is a pretty easy design. Like, it's a pretty basic design. I'll knock this one out within like probably 20 minutes. What my team does is, I get them all the information. They finish the rendering, blah, blah, blah. We might have a call before they hash it out. But the other thing is the 2D plans come with, how many square feet. Pretty much making it super easy for me to estimate. So you can see it's got the L-shaped grill, the paver patio, the 2 structures. This will probably take me, 10 minutes if I'm being honest. I think this was, I think like 50K, I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think we gave him a ballpark of like 50,000. I'm gonna estimate this thing, and then we're gonna go pick up my son. My 3:30, my 3 o'clock appointment was picking up Julian. So we're gonna head back because the day's not over yet. Julian, you wanna say hi to the vlog?
Hi everyone.
Speak up, man. People can't hear you.
Hi everyone.
How was school today?
Good.
What'd you do today in school? What did you just tell me right now?
What we just did was the Valentine's party, and we also got to have reading buddies.
Oh yeah?
It's where we get to go to third grade, or they just come to us and then read a book, or we either like have like a paper sheet.
That's cool. That's cool. What do you want to say? You know, the people watching this on YouTube. Tell them to
Everyone,
subscribe.
Subscribe, or else you're gonna have to pay taxes from everything you do.
I think they already do, Julie. You heard that? You gotta comment, like, and subscribe. But from today's a full day at home. Not every day is like this, guys. It's, you know, right now, you guys think about it, like technically we are shut down. Even during the season, I do have, I think, 2 days where I'm out in the field. And right now, I think it's just down to 1 where we have estimates and all of that. So every day's different, guys. Every day's different. But at the end of the day, even when we're not busy, as you can see, my schedule is still jam-packed, which is a good thing. We're always working on something, right? Let me go ahead and drive home, which is only down the street, and we'll see you guys here in the next meeting so I can tell you guys, you know, what we're doing next. So the very last thing we're going to be doing here is responding to everyone in the school community. Like I said earlier in the video, if you're part of MDC, we do have a school community that you get access to, and that's where you have access to me, my team, 24/7. You know, we go on here and see what everybody's up to. But so yeah, as you can see, somebody tagged me right here about 4 or 5 hours ago. And let's see what they have. So, hey fam, I found a CRM that finally calculated my bill of hours breakdown. Anything else I might be missing? I'm currently $78.29. Yeah, so as you can see, we have, you know, he's saying he found the CRM. What is he missing? So what I'm gonna do here for the probably next 30-40 minutes, I'm gonna respond to everyone that needs me, right? If you do sign up with MDC, like I said, you are gonna have access to me and my team for anything like that, whether it's estimating, your marketing, whatever the case may be. So I'll leave off with this. If you're a contractor and you're looking to scale, you're looking to do something different finally for 2026, let's book a call. The link is going to be in the description. We have what we call a discovery call with myself. It's going to be me and you in a Zoom call. We're going to walk you through everything to see if we can help you. And then if I'm able to help you, then I'm going to tell you what it looks like working with me one-on-one, you know, looks like. Let me go ahead and respond to everyone here. And then I think we got one more thing before, you know, we're done for the day. It's already 4:30. This will probably take me to 5. So let me go ahead and respond to these guys and then go from there. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this vlog here. It's the end of the day for me. Now we're going to go hang out with our kids, eat some dinner. But if you made it to this point, I hope that you are subscribed. And if you're not, hit that subscribe button. Also, like the video. Obviously, if you liked it. If you didn't like it, drop it in the comments and let me know what you guys think. But other than that, we'll catch you guys here on the next video.